Hey lovely people, it's been a while since I've posted anything on my channel, but I'm back and I'm doing a reconstruction of this beautiful piece which I created in 2016, would you believe? And it's still in my house. I absolutely love it where it's situated in my office, but I've been commissioned to do something like this for a client. She wants a similar sort of thing in purple to match her decor. So this is all about me making it. All right, enjoy and let's get into the video. So here she is. I've sketched her out. The board is roughly, let me just get my tape measure because I can't remember. .30 centimeters long, and the width is, there you go, what's that, 20, just under 28 centimeters wide, or width, or I say high, and then the width is 30 centimeters. So this is it. So I've done this before, this mosaic, but slightly different, slightly smaller, not as big as this, and I've changed her a little bit. Her stance is different. I've made her with a little longer dress, and her arm pose is different as well. So I just wanted to make this different, and I've been thinking a lot about how I'm going to fill in this area. And although I'm going to fill it in the similar way that I did before, I do like what I've done in this mosaic here. So just want to give you a quick look at this one. I created this couple of weeks ago, but I do love the way that I've mosaiced up here in the head wrap area. So I want to replicate something like that, including some of these African glass beads and maybe a bit of stone here and there. Has to be a cowrie shell somewhere in there, and then layering the Vitreous glass. So I'm not going to grout it either because I like the fact that you can really see the intense colours of the stained glass when it's ungrouted. I think it loses a little bit when it is grouted, so I'm going to keep the colour as much as I can by not grouting the fabric of her dress, and maybe I'll probably grout this area here in the background but keeping the dress ungrouted. So I'm going to be using cement for this part, and we'll see how it goes. I think I'm just going to start here and see where I go. Alright, see you in the next video. So here's the glass I'm thinking of using. It's a bit dusty, let's clean that off. I've got some of this, not much of it left, but it's gorgeous. I think the light here, you can't really see how beautiful it is. I don't know if I'd be able to capture it in this light, but it's got a reflective surface, and it is a deep purple, so having some flecks of that in there. I've got some translucent purple as well, which is rather nice. And then I've got a teeny bit of this iridescent glass as well. So that is that, and then I've just got some scraps in here which I might throw in. There's some lovely colours in here with like hints of blue, lilac. I can't really capture the colour in here, but yeah, so it's going to be a mixture of those, which I think will they'll all blend together nicely and will go in my client's house really well. I've just spotted that one as well, which is really nice. Deep, very deep purple. Alright, I've got to get cutting. So I've chopped up or cut up a few slivers of glass and some Vitreous glass, and I've just been playing around with the colours and seeing how they interact with each other, and I'm quite liking the colour combination. I've actually started on the headdress already, so I've used some of the see-through glass here, Cathedral glass, and a mixture of some of the other stained glass. I had a little bit of this darker one left. I've got a tiny little bit down here and a bit there, which I'm going to put into the dress down below. Yeah, so I've mixed up these pieces of glass, the Cathedral and the stained glass here to make the head wrap, and then I'm going to carry on down here and probably fill in the skin tone and the necklace, and before I move into the actual dress. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I have stuck down the head wrap, and I've also included the necklace using some like tubular beads. This is the pack that I got them from, and I stuck these down with some Yoo-hoo glue. No, not Yoo-hoo, with Gorilla Glue. So you can probably see the glue sticking up just in there. It's a little bit untidy, but that's okay. I've stuck down her arm, and I've also completed her dress, which I'm really pleased with. I like the way that I've created these shapes and included a bit of texture in there as well. I think in the last video this was a different piece of glass, so I changed it to a bit of texture in there to match what she's got on the dress. Right, on to the scarf. I don't know why I said that but anyway. So as you can see, I have found some lovely Swarovski crystals, which I don't know, I didn't think of these before. So I'm going to add a couple of those because they really do sparkle, and I think will look really nice with the whole fabric kind of look, that vibe that I'm going on here. So let me mix up some cement and let's get going. Right, so I've just mixed up my adhesive, and this is a mixture of white adhesive with a black pigment, and I'll leave all the information down below on this video on how I did that. And what I'm doing here is just a scratch coat in this particular section that I'm going to be working on. So a scratch coat is essentially a very, very thin layer of cement, just to give the material some tooth and something to kind of adhere to. So I'm just going to complete this section as carefully as I can without getting too much adhesive anywhere else. That's done. Okay, so the next bit I'm going to do is start from this side here and go all the way up here. Just ignore that little bit there, because I couldn't get the the adhesive just to go into that bit, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be using that bit anyway. So I've cut a couple of pieces already, so I'm just going to place it to see how it's going to look. And I did say I wanted to place one of these Swarovski crystals, so I think I'm going to put it right here underneath the necklace to start there. But yeah, I'm liking the way that's going. So yeah, let's continue on this journey. just going to do this row. I forgot to turn the camera on when I was cutting these tiles, but I've kind of dry fitted them, so hopefully they will fit nice and snug the way that I've cut them. Got a bit of vitreous glass in here as well. Looks like it's going okay. The last couple of tiles going in. I think I might need a little bit of adhesive at the end there just to make sure. There we go. I'll clean that up afterwards. It's looking okay. Probably going to get two more rows in there, just a small row, and then maybe a couple of tiles at the top. I'm back and done. The first section of her scarf is done. It was relatively easy actually. The hardest bit I found was these corner bits here. Just going around and cutting these bits in a way that they meet up to each other. See, that's not quite there, but from a distance it's not too bad. I'm not going to recut that one. I think that will stay as it is. But yeah, it's looking good. So I've got another 2 sections to go. I think I will probably do the bottom section first and then go on to the top one, but it's going to be pretty much the same as this. And I did say earlier that I was going to add some African glass, which I completely forgot to do, so I'm probably going to do that in this middle section here. And then the top bit will just be the same as this first bit here, but yeah, it's looking good. Here you go. I'm just going to pan up so you can see the whole of it, that first section anyway. I'll be back. Part 2 on its way.